We have learned the binomial theorem. I'm again rewriting the theorem for you, and we are going to learn all the basic facts about this theorem. Expansion of y plus x whole raised to the power n. I've just interchanged x and y. It will, as we have seen, start from nc0. The entire power now will be on y because y is the first term now. It will be nc1 y raised to the power n minus 1 x nc2 y n minus 2 x square and so on, and finally we have ncn x raised to the power n. Now few basic facts. First we'll be learning about this theorem. N is known as the index. N is index, and we know this theorem so far it is only for the positive index. That n should be a positive natural number. Again, nc0, nc1, nc2 and so on, ncn, these are known as binomial coefficients. इनको हम नाम देते हैं binomial coefficients का. Okay, you can see number of terms. Number of terms, the power is n. When the power was 2, there were 3 terms. 3 terms थे जब power 2 थी, और अगेन जब पावर 3 थी तो 4 टर्म्स आते हैं. जब पावर n है, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम nc0, nc1 एंड गोइंग अप टू ncn, तो 0 से स्टार्ट होके n तक टोटल टर्म्स जो आएंगे n प्लस 1 आएंगे. दैट मीन्स अगर 100 पावर है तो 101 टर्म्स आएंगे. सो टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स विल बी n प्लस 1. नाउ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, दैट इज the general term. This is what is going to play the major role in this chapter, general term of this entire series. This is actually a series for us, which is actually following a particular pattern. You can see nc0, nc1, second term is nc1, third is nc2. When we write the general term, जब हम general term लिखते हैं तो लिखते हैं टी आर प्लस 1, जहां पे r की वैल्यू जो स्टार्ट होती है वो 0 से स्टार्ट होती है. जब हम r को 0 पुट करते हैं तो हमें फर्स्ट टर्म दैट इज t1 मिलता है. जब हम 1 पुट करेंगे तो t2 यानी कि सेकेंड टर्म मिलता है. जनरल टर्म लिखने का मीनिंग ये है कि हम कोई भी टर्म निकाल सकते हैं इस जनरल टर्म के थ्रू, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. अब हम इसको जनरलाइज कर रहे हैं. So for TR plus 1, we'll be writing NCR. As I repeat, अगर हम R को 0 पुट करते हैं तो फर्स्ट टर्म मिलेगा NC0, 1 पुट करते हैं तो T2 यानी कि NC1, 3 पुट करते हैं तो फोर्थ टर्म T4, NC3, इस तरह से. What about the power on Y and X? X और Y के ऊपर पावर क्या होगी? आप यहां पे देख रहे हो कि जो यहां पे 0 है, 1 है, 2 है, वही x के ऊपर पावर है. यानी कि यहां पे x के ऊपर पावर 1 है, यहां पे x के ऊपर पावर 2 है. दैट मीन्स x के ऊपर पावर होगी r, NCR. सो द पावर ऑन x विल बी r एंड द रिमेनिंग पावर विल बी ऑन y. दैट इज y के ऊपर पावर होगी n माइनस r. सो दिस इज द जनरल टर्म for the expansion of 2 terms. Again, I repeat, this term is in a sequence order और ये beginning से है. ये beginning से TR plus 1th term है, तो ये beginning से है. अगर हमें end से देखनी है, अगर हमें कोई term end से देखनी है, say mth term from end, तो एक बात हमें याद रखनी पड़ेगी कि mth टर्म जो एंड से होती है वो n माइनस m प्लस 2th टर्म बिगिनिंग से होती है. यानी कि यही टर्म अगर हम बिगनिंग से निकाल लेंगे, और बिगनिंग से निकालने के लिए आप जानते हो इसको हम लिखेंगे nc n minus m plus 1, and similarly we'll be going for the power of x and r, that is so this is the mth term फ्रॉम द एंड. ये mth टर्म एंड से आएगी हमारे पास. अभी हम एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू इन सारी चीजों को समझते हैं. से वी हैव एन एग्जाम्पल हियर. यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल हम लोग ले रहे हैं. दिस इज 3 plus 2x whole raised to the power 10. दिस इज 3 plus 2x whole raised to the power 10. सबसे पहले देखिए नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स कितने आएंगे. नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स जो टोटल आएंगे, एज वी हैव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर, दैट इज इट विल 10 plus 1, यानी कि देयर विल बी टोटल 11 टर्म्स. यहाँ पे टोटल 11 टर्म्स यहाँ पे आएंगे. बायनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स क्या होंगे? बायनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स जो होंगे वो होंगे 10c0, 10c1, 10c2 एंड सो ऑन. ये सारे होंगे इसके बायनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स. इसके अलावा अगर हमें अब देखें, मान लो 6th टर्म फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग निकालनी है. इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट द 6th टर्म फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग, जैसे इसको लिखते हैं हम t6. t6 का मतलब हो गया कि r की वैल्यू 5 है. इट इज 5 plus 1. सो इट विल बी 10cr, that is 10c5, 3 raised to the power 10 minus 5, and 2x raised to the power 5. This is the 6th term. Please understand, 6th term from the beginning. So this is equal to 10c5, 3 raised to the power 5, 2 raised to the power 5, x raised to the power 5. This is. Again, if we want to find out, say, 3rd term from the end, how to find out the 3rd term from the end? As I told you, if you want to find out 3rd term from the end, so here it will be t n minus m plus 2th term from the beginning. N is the index, that is 10 minus 3 plus 2, that is equal to 9th term from the beginning. So 9th term, that is t9 from the beginning, will be equal to 10c8, 3 raised to the power 10 minus 8, and 2x raised to the power 2. So this is what we have. This is the 9th term from the beginning, which is same as 3rd term from the end, because you can see total terms जो हमारे पास हैं वो 11 terms थे. तो 11वीं वाली टर्म अगर लास्ट से देखेंगे वो पहली होगी, और 10th टर्म अगर लास्ट से देखेंगे वो दूसरी होगी, और 9th टर्म अगर लास्ट से देखेंगे वो 3rd टर्म होगी. तो 3rd टर्म फ्रॉम द एंड और 9th टर्म फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग विल बी सेम. तो अगर हमें 3rd टर्म निकालनी है तो हमने इसको यूज करते हुए, दैट इज n minus n plus 1. व्हाट इज m here stands for? m stands for any term from the end, यानी कि यहाँ पे m की वैल्यू 3 है. सो इस तरह से हम कोई भी टर्म निकाल सकते हैं. तो ये बिल्कुल बेसिक सभी हमने किया है. टोटल टर्म्स कितने आते हैं और बायनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स कितने होते हैं और कोई भी टर्म हम कैसे निकालेंगे. नाउ वी विल बी यूजिंग द जनरल टर्म टू फाइंड आउट द मिसलेनियस थिंग्स इन दिस चैप्टर, दैट इज टू फाइंड आउट द कोफिशिएंट फर्स्ट. Now we'll be learning the use of general term in finding out the coefficients and in many more problems. Before going for coefficients, first we'll be seeing some basic application of general term. So this is the first example which is coming up for you is the expansion of two terms. One is 1 upon x raised to the power 8 by 3, another is x square log x with the base 10 is given The index is 8. It is given the sixth term in this expansion is 5, 6, 0, 0. So what should be the value of x? We have to find out the value of x if the sixth term in this expansion is given. Now first I will be writing the sixth term, which will be equal to 8c5 1 upon x raised to the power 8 by 3 whole raised to the power 3, that is 8 minus 5 x square log x again raised to the power 5. And this is given to us, ये जो दिया हुआ है ये है 5600. You can see here this is power 3 and this 3 is getting cancelled out here. We have x raised to the power 8 here. Here we have x raised power 10 and again log x whole base raised to the power 5. What is 8c5? 8c5 is basically factorial 8 upon factorial 3 factorial 5. Now this is in total equal to 5600. If you calculate this term, this will be equal to 56, and here we have x10 upon x8 x square. This is log x base 10 whole raised to power 5 equal to 5600. From here we have an equation which is a product of x square and this logarithm term. Now we have to stop here because this can't be solved. This is a very different equation. We have to go for hit and trial. If you put x equal to 10, it is going to satisfy this equation because x10 base 10 is equal to 1 and 10 square is equal to 100. This is a different equation. It can't be solved. So we have to go for substitution of different values. If you are putting x equal to 10, it is actually satisfying this equation. So for x equal to 10, the sixth term in this expansion will be equal to 5600. Going for the next one, again in this example, it is given that the sum of fifth term and sixth term is 0. If the sum of fifth and sixth term is 0, what is the ratio of A upon B in terms of n? So what we have given here is T5 plus T6 is equal to 0. What is T5? T5 क्या होगा? NC4, going by the general term NCR. So TR plus 1 as we know is NCR A raised to the power n minus 4 and minus B raised to the power 4 plus NC5 again A raised to the power n minus 5 and minus B raised to the power 5. This is 0. It is given here, this value is 0. You can see you will be getting a positive sign here and a negative sign here. वहाँ से negative sign मिलेगी. So substituting the second term, on the right hand side we have NC5 A raised to the power n minus 1 B raised to the power 5. We know what is the ratio of NC5 upon NC4. Please remember this ratio because this is what we will be using very frequently. I have told you in the chapter permutation and combination, that is NCR upon NCR minus 1 is equal to n minus r plus 1 upon r. NCR upon NCR minus 1 is equal to N minus R plus 1 upon R. So this is the same ratio here. Here R is equal to 5. तो हम उसको यहाँ पे यूज करेंगे. And going for A and B, you can see one B is left here and one A will be left here. This is N minus 4, this is N minus 5. We have one more power here, and again B will be left on the right hand side. And what is this value? As I have told you, N minus 5 plus 1 upon 5 into B. So from here A by B will be equal to N minus 4 upon 5. Again, going for more examples on this. So please remember this ratio because this is what we'll be using very frequently. ये ratio हम बहुत ज़्यादा यूज करते हैं, इसलिए हमेशा याद रखिए NCR upon NCR minus 1 का रेशियो ये होता है. हमें बार बार हर एक टर्म को लिख के ओपन अप करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये फॉर्मूला आपका याद होगा तो आप बहुत सारा काम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. तो प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दिस रेशियो. Moving to next example. In this example, it is given in the expansion of 1 plus x whole raised to the power 14. The coefficients of rth term, r plus 1th term, and r plus 2th term are in AP. So what should be the value of R? I repeat, it is the coefficient which is given, not the term. It is given the coefficient of rth, r plus 1th term, and r plus 2th term are in AP. What should be the value of R? So first, what should be the coefficient of rth term? rth term का coefficient क्या होगा? आप जानते हो जब आप expansion लिखते हो तो it starts from 14C0, 14C1, 14C2, x square and so on. You can see the coefficient of x square is 14C2. The coefficient of x is 14C1. This is the second term. This is the second term, and in second term you are getting 14C1. In the third term you are getting 14C2. So this is the coefficient of x square and it is 14C2. So for third term you are getting 2. Again for fourth term you will be getting 14C3. So for the rth term the coefficient will be 14CR minus 1. And for r plus 1th term you will be getting 14CR. And again for r plus 2th term you will be getting 14C r plus 1. These three are in AP, that is this is A, this is B and this is C. So A, B, C are in AP. We know if the three terms are in AP, you will be learning in sequence and series, A plus C will be equal to twice of B. Now by using this equation we want to find out the value of R. Again, what we have seen in the last example, I told you, do remember the ratio of NCR upon NCR minus 1, which is equal to N minus R plus 1 upon R. Here is what we will be using this ratio. यहाँ पे हम यूज करेंगे इस रेशियो का. अगर आप 14CR से इस तरफ डिवाइड कर देंगे, so we will be using the ratio here. Otherwise we have to expand each and every term. This is 2. Now in this case it is a reverse ratio I will be using. This is greater, this is lesser, so this will be, n here is 14, so यहाँ पे आएगा 14 minus r plus 1 upon r, and here you can see this one is greater and this is lesser. NCR upon NCR minus 1 का रेशियो ये होता है. NCR plus 1 जब होगा तो यहाँ पे हम R की जगह R plus 1 लगा देंगे. In this ratio it was 14CR, 14CR minus 1. You can see if we replace r with r plus 1, we'll be getting the same thing. So here I'll be using 14, that is n minus r. Now in place of r, I'll be writing r plus 1 upon, in denominator again r plus 1. So this ratio it is given is equal to 2. From here we have a quadratic equation. यहाँ से हमें quadratic equation मिलेगी r upon 15 minus r plus 14 minus r upon r plus 1 equal to 2. Solving this expression, you will be getting a quadratic equation r square minus 14r plus 45 is equal to 0. You have to take the LCM, then cross multiply the terms. You will be getting this quadratic equation, and from here the value of r will be either 5 or 9. Both the values are possible. Please do remember this ratio, because जैसे हमने पहले भी आपको कहा था कि ये रेशियो बहुत काम करता है, कई जगह हम यूज कर सकते हैं टू गेट रिड ऑफ द कैलकुलेशन. हमें इसको और इसको ओपन नहीं करना पड़ेगा, आप हमेशा इस रेशियो को यूज कर सकते हैं. गोइंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल अगेन. In this example, it is given that in the expansion of cube root of 2 and plus 1 upon cube root of 3 whole raised to the power n, the seventh term from beginning and from end has ratio 1 upon 6. So what should be the value of n? I repeat this question again for you. This is the expansion, it is cube root of 2 plus 1 upon cube root of 3, the seventh term from the beginning, that is starting from the first term, second term, from the beginning and from the end, that is counting in the reverse order. The ratio of the seventh term from the beginning and from the end is 1 by 6. तो n की value क्या होगी? Now the ratio is again given. The seventh term from the beginning. Let us see the solution of this. The seventh term from the beginning and the seventh term from the end. We know the seventh term from the end. जो seventh term end से होगा वो n minus n-7 plus 2 from the beginning होगा. This is what we have discussed earlier. जो 7 term end से होगा, that is same as tn minus m plus 2 from the beginning. So the ratio of t7 upon tn minus 7 plus 2 is given, and that is equal to 6. And from here I'll be calculating the value of n. What is t7 here? It is nc6 2 raised to the power 1 by 3 n minus 6. X here is 2 raised to the power 1 by 3 and y is 3 raised to the power minus 1 by 3. You can see it is in the denominator, तो y को हम लिखेंगे 3 raised to the power minus 1 by 3 whole raised to the power 6. This is a seventh term from the beginning upon n minus, this is n minus 5, so here I'll be getting nc n minus 6 2 raised to the power 1 by 3 whole raised to the power, again it is this minus this, that is n minus r, which is term is equal to 6, and 3 raised to the power minus 1 by 3 whole raised to the power, again this will be equal to n minus 6, and this is equal to 1 by 6. Now we want to calculate the n from here. You can see nc6 Here it is NC n-6. NC n-6 जो होगा वो NC6 के बराबर होगा. क्यों ऐसा होगा? बिकॉज हम जानते हैं NCR और NCn-R जो होंगे वो सेम होते हैं. NCR एंड NCn-R जो होते हैं वो सेम होते हैं, इसलिए NCn-6 will be same as NC6. So this here will be cancelling it out. 2 raised to the power n-6 and here it is 6. So we'll be having in total 2 raised to the power n-6 minus 6 upon 3, and again 3 raised to the power we'll be having, collecting all the terms, n-6 minus 6 by 3 again. This is equal to 6 raised to the power minus 1, or you can see 6 raised to the power n minus 12 by 3 is equal to 6 raised to the power minus 1. Equating the powers, n minus 12 upon 3 is equal to minus 1, or from here you can see n is equal to 9. So for n is equal to 9, the ratio of the 7th term from the beginning and the 7th term from the end will be equal to 1 by 6.